Hey brothers and sisters in Christ and people of YouTube. It's funny, the devil really doesn't like me speaking out about the truth and keeps trying to silence me. But I still bounce back and I just keep going, and it's just funny some of the silly things like the narcissist is doing now. Like I went to the gym this morning just after I'd had to finish some paperwork, and I must have arrived a couple of minutes after she left and ended up at the gym at the same place. And it's like she's that scared of me now, or my light, or something, that she can't be in the same place as me, because as soon as she saw me, she packed up before she even entered and left. And I thought that was funny, because this is someone I poured a lot of love into, someone that I did a lot for, and I've never done anything bad for. I haven't kicked out of the house, and they behave like that, like it's crazy. And but every day they find new ways to get your attention, or I should say new ways to try and annoy you. Like yesterday I mowed the lawn and I couldn't get into the around the side gate, so I had to bring the lawnmower through the house. So because of the lawn mowing having to go through the house, there was all lawn clippings through the house, and yesterday I ran out of time. I had to go out. So after the gym I thought, oh yeah, I'll just mop it up, but she's taking the mop now, and the funny thing is, I can just go out and buy another mop and I'll be fine, and it'll probably be better than the crappy one she had, and I can't really say much because it was her mop, I suppose. She can take it if she likes, but this actually hamstrings her too, because there's all these grass clippings all through the house, and she just has to deal with that all day long because she took the mop away. And I don't know what reason you would have to do that. It's just idiotic. It really is. To be living in a filthy house because you just want to get back at your ex. It's it just makes no sense to me. And she doesn't know what it's like to actually clean like a real person would, like someone that actually has some stones. Like my mum used to get on her hands and knees and clean, and I'm not against doing that. I would just grab a rag later and do it that way. It's not going to be any skin off my back to do it in an old-fashioned way. What do you think we did before we had mops, she's just that dumb, eh? Just thinks that these things are actually going to affect me. And the funny thing is, she pretends in public that she can't stand me, just fleeing from the gym. But in private, she's always the first to click on my videos and check my social media. It's like all these fake accounts she keeps making, trying to quote scripture but keeps misquoting it, and doesn't even change the format. So it's like, you really don't have much of a brain. And that's what it's like for these narcs. They got no idea how to be creative. And once you separate from them, you start to realize, how did I even get fooled by this person? Because they're not that smart. If you look at their tactics, they're always the same. Just like the devil, they never change. And once you realize that, you can't be fooled by them. And they can't live by themselves. This person taking the washing machine away so they can't wash their clothes, taking the mop away so they can't wash their bathroom, they can't wash anything they're using. So in fact, they have to get on their hands and knees to do cleaning because they've taken all the other stuff away. It's just they're not hurting me, they're hurting themselves. And that's the sad thing, because if they were moving out, fair enough, they take the stuff with them. but they just can't move out. They can't be away from you. They can't have you being happy with someone else. So they have to keep tabs on you. And like, even when she fled from the gym today, there was another Vietnamese person acting really weird around me. Just kept staring at me and kind of pretending she wasn't looking. And she was a younger Vietnamese, and it's like, oh yeah, this is one of her new gang stalkers, hey? And it's just really sad. Like, I had a few people do that in the time I was there, just kind of get up there, make out like they're trying to work out, and then just staring at you. And I paid them no mind, so they ended up leaving. But you can tell, because the fact is, they're not fit enough to actually use the machines you're on. And they'll only be on there for 1 or 2 minutes. So it's just really easy to tell that they're not there for the reasons they're pretending to be. It's funny. I'm pretty sure I'm being targeted in a lot of different ways at the moment. I had an incident at work that put me behind all day today, but I've just decided it doesn't matter. I'll just start later. Friday's the best night anyway. I'm going to be working a lot tonight, so it doesn't really matter. And I'm not going to let God's purpose and what He's put in me be benched by the devil. And for too long with these narcissists, they bench you. What they do for their selfish reasons actually kills your creativity, and you stop dreaming dreams, and you put all your desires and all your dreams aside to be with this person. And once you leave them, you start to realize, hey, you know what, I used to be a good painter. I used to like doing hobbying. I'm good with computers. What other strengths do I have? And you start having all these dreams of things you never even imagined doing. And you're like, no, I couldn't do that. I'm not good enough for that, surely. And then you just start doing them, and you're like, oh wow, I actually am good enough to do these things. And because you're so used to putting yourself down, because the narcissist has trained you so well that they don't even have to be in the room. You just start putting yourself down now. So when you leave them, it's like everything opens up, and you start realizing, hey, I've got all these skills that I just don't use. I just told myself I was no good at them anymore. And the thing is, you never forget how to do most things. It's just muscle memory, and it's when you leave these crazy birds, you start to realize, hey, I can get through all these things. And for me, it's been good, because I didn't realize how much of a jack of all trades I've been in my life. I've just tried all these different things, and it just comes naturally to me, and I've always been a quick learner. So I'm slowly picking up that's just who I am, I have a very sort of random way of doing things, and a very broad skill set, I might not excel at something in particular, but I'm quite good at a lot of different things, and I'm starting to realize that's my strength, and sometimes the best thing you can do in life is be that person that is kind of like the glue for people, like someone that they can come to for different things. But I'm not saying you should always let people drain your energy either, because a lot of the time people will take advantage too, and you don't want that. It's getting kind of crispy today, it's actually quite warm. It's nice. The wind is still really cold and bitey in Geraldton, and you can probably have trouble hearing me as it is from the wind. But it's kind of, the wind's probably mild today compared to how it has been. But I think summer's going to be upon us soon, so I might have to take some videos in the beach soon, in the water, because that's what I love to do in summer. people ask me if I surf, and it's like, I body surf. I use my own body as a surfboard and just float around and do a few laps, and it recharges you. It's really nice. And like, people have always, like, I guess, hated on me my entire life, and it's because I've always done things differently. Like when COVID came around and they said, drink the Kool-Aid, it'd be good for you, we'll give you free donuts and like vouchers for food, and for our less civilized people over here, we'll give you a couple of dole checks on top of your normal dole checks. But I was like, no, I'm not going to drink the Kool-Aid, and that upset a lot of people. And they were just like, man, how can you not do that? It's for your health. And it's like, well, if you do your research, it actually turns off your immune system and makes you sick. And a lot more people are waking up to that nowadays. But even so, there's still some jealousy there about, hey, I still got one hit of the Kool-Aid and a boost juice. Let's just call it that. That should beat the algorithm, hopefully. So they're hating on you for their mistakes as well, and it's like, I don't know. If you've ever watched the show South Park, there was a good episode once about the kids saying, why can't people just say no to things? Like, we're just not going to do them. And they had a whole episode of like that, like the adults were trying to get them to do things, and they're like, no. And it's kind of like that. Like, in life, you can't just let people sort of peer pressure you into doing what they're doing and chasing the next biggest thing. Like, those next biggest things just leave you empty and like wanting to chase more biggest things. Like, there was all those stupid challenges that were on YouTube. Like, someone had the bucket challenge, and they don't realise that a lot of these things that are on there are actually rituals, and they're a form of worship for principalities and lesser gods or little g's. Like, quite a few of them have to do with Baal worship, and if you don't do your research, you end up inadvertently worshipping these entities, and you don't want to be worshipping entities that are going to lead you to hell. You want to be worshipping the Most High God, and He's always there for you. And like, I've been mad at God before, but I've never turned from Him. Like, He'll listen to you when you're mad, sad. Like when you're depressed, just come to Him and talk to Him, and His yoke is light, and He'll get you through it. Like, He knows what's in your heart, and He knows what you need. And this is the trouble with people nowadays. Like, part of the reason people hated on me so much in this town too was things like I just told my then wife, when you can do Christmas if you want, but I'm not having a Christmas tree in the house. I don't want to do it here. And I said, we can still have presents, but I don't want to be doing Christmas presents. And the thing is, I think it's Jeremiah chapter 10 verse 4 about it. But also it's like a pagan tradition that Nimrod, one of the most evil kings out, come up with it. And so I just didn't want to celebrate it. And likewise, there'd be all these people dressing up for Halloween thinking, oh yes, I'm going to be a witch, I'm going to be this. And it's like, you don't see the evil that you're portraying. And I didn't when I was younger, but at the same time, my mum was like sort of like a closet Christian. She was a Christian, but she didn't throw her beliefs at people. And we never celebrated Halloween growing up. So I kind of I put a stop to it before it even started. with my then family. Like, I was just like, what do we need to do that for? It's like, it's a waste of time, it's a waste of money. I just made up different reasons, but the thing is, it is satanic worship, you know. Everyone dressing up like witches and all the stuff with pumpkins. It's just, it is all just like what the pagans do. And more and more you see all this stuff being brought in. And it's like, why do you need to watch TV and have it tell you what you need to do to celebrate and have a good time? Like, you can't have fellowship and fun with your friends and have it be your own idea. Like, you couldn't just go, well, I don't know, it's September the 3rd, I think I'll just have a barbecue with friends and we can have a few drinks, or, you know, like, why do we need to look at screens and do what they tell us to, you know, like, so yeah, I cut all that stuff out, and that upset a lot of people, because they're like, oh, your husband's just boring. He just likes to be boring and just annoy people, take away the fun. That's how people viewed it. And it was like, I never stopped them doing it. It's like, if they really wanted to do it, they could go right ahead, but I just wasn't going to be a part of it. And you know, most of the time kids don't want to actually do Halloween anyway. It's just all these organisations that try and set it up, like the schools and the Catholic churches. They love putting on Halloween, and it's like, they obviously don't read their Bible at home, the Catholics, because it would tell them that you know, it's not something they should be doing. But they also love the idolatry, the Catholics. So, you know, like, they would never understand if you tried to tell them anyway. And a lot of them, especially the Filipino Catholics, they love to have ancestor worship, and that's a big no-no to God as well, because when your ancestors die, they're gone. Like, they're no longer your ancestors anymore. There might be some in heaven, there's probably a lot in hell, but they stop being your ancestors. Like, they're not just following you around, you know, like, they go to one of two places, and that's it. And yeah, God says, have no other gods before me, so you shouldn't be worshipping your ancestors anyway. And why would you want power from them when you could have power from the source, from God? One thing I miss about being in a small town is, like, you can't get ballroom dancing here. And I ran into my old ballroom dancing teacher 20 years later, and I just started doing it just as I'd become a Christian. And I was getting into it, but I was sweating, because, like, when I was a young tacker, I was so used to doing the lunges and all the spins, and I knew every single dance there was in ballroom dancing, and I never got medals for it, because I was, you know, I had epilepsy when I was a kid, and I was a little bit slower mentally. Like, it just took me a while to process things, and I thought it was because of the meds. I didn't realise it was just the way God wanted me to be, and it was actually my strength, not my weakness. But yeah, I ran into my dancing teacher, and it was real funny, because she had all these older teachers, like, I would say about my age, like late 30s, early 40s, you know, and they were giving it to me, like, about my dancing. They say, oh, you're not very good, you know, and then my dancing teacher said something to them. I don't know what it was, but they just fell in love with me after that. They were like, this is your best student, like. And after that, they were giving me, like, extra help in the classes, because it wasn't that I was bad. Like, I had muscle memory. Like, I picked up a whole bunch of stuff real quick, like, because I just went to a beginner's class, like, oh, I probably won't remember it, and they put me in the intermediate, and then they're like, oh, we can't figure him out, because, like, I could do all the dances, but I couldn't actually remember the steps. Like, it was just, if I get the first step right, I would just be able to do the whole dance. That was real funny, because, yeah, some of these women, they were real feisty because they'd been dancing teachers for so many years, and yeah, but it was a lot of fun. But sometimes I wonder, I don't know if I'm the perfect Christian, because I don't know how God views that, because it's a lot of hand holding between different partners. But I don't know, I just found it quite tame considering the stuff people do nowadays, and it just seemed like a lot of fun to me. And I still love it, like I still think about it. And my dancing teacher, poor Jan, she was getting so short in her old age. Like, I was like, I'm pretty sure when we used to dance together, I didn't notice the height difference, but I certainly did this time. But she was still really good, like she was amazing. But yeah, unfortunately when I came here, there was just nothing. There was no dancing like that. And Geraldton's a big place, but they just don't have it. Like, you've got, I think they had tap dancing and some ballet classes and stuff like that, but that's not my scene, you know. Like, I just like the old formal sort of dancing where people dress up nice, and you know, there's nothing smutty about it, there's nothing vulgar about it. It's just you know, a nice way to break the ice with people and meet them and have a bit of a chat and have a bit of a friendly community that's not, I guess, not people that are going to put you on the wrong path because you're not spending that much time around them. You see, even talking about dancing has got me thinking, that's just dreams, things you put aside for the narcissist and you never went back to thinking about, and then all of a sudden when they're gone, you remember what you used to be and what your strengths were and what you enjoyed doing. And you know, I'm not for everyone. Most people don't like me, but for those people that do, they probably are looking around for a dance partner. They probably are looking for someone with a good heart. You know, friends, lovers, you know, don't know who, but there's definitely the right people for you. I do find the funniest thing about my work though is like people just open up to me, and it's like my old strength that God gave me is coming back to me. Like, people have done this my whole life. They just tell me all their secrets. Like, they just see something in me that's trustworthy because they just start telling me stuff, and I'm like, I don't know why you're telling me that. Yeah, but people are really opening up, and I think that's a real blessing, because when you live in a world where everyone's got their head down, they're paranoid, they don't know who they can talk to, and it's just good to be able to communicate with people. Yeah, but God bless all of you. Remember, Jesus loves you, I love you, and have a blessed day in Jesus' name.